So now that we've actually gone through steps 1 and 2, let's talk about step 3, consequences. Now, you have to identify what are the consequences if you don't follow through with your actions. In other words, if you don't do what you say that you're going to do to actually turn your life around or change or improve things, what will you actually lose out on? What level of pain will you actually feel if your life remains exactly how it is right now? Is that actually okay for you? Could you actually continue to live 5, 10, 20 years exactly how your life is right now? Now, this is very important. It's a very important step that, in later weeks when I actually, give more information, I'll actually go through this in greater detail. But you need to identify, what will be the consequence if I don't follow through. Because one of the things I can tell you guys is that we do more to avoid pain than to actually move towards pleasure, which means it's more likely that you will stay consistent with your action if there's a fear of losing out on something, or if there's a pain that actually pushes you to take action, than if you're actually moving towards the goal and dream that you actually have. So identify that consequence, and whatever that consequence is, has to be something that's painful. It has to be something that basically would be unbearable for you if your life should remain exactly how it is right now. So go ahead and identify that. What is the consequence of you not taking action right now? Alright, so the 4th step is to identify what are all the hindrances actually preventing you from achieving that goal or dream that you have. Now, when I mention hindrances, I'm not talking about external things that are holding you back. I'm talking about internal. So if it's your relationship, I don't want you to tell me that the reason why your relationship isn't working out is because of your spouse. Or if it's your finances, don't want you to tell me that the reason why is because of the economy. If it's at your job, I don't want you to tell me the reason why it's because maybe the boss doesn't like you, or there's an aspect of favoritism in your job. Now, I'm not saying that those things aren't necessarily true, but remember, this is all about you right now. It's not about trying to control or change anybody else. So you want to identify what are the mental barriers, the hindrances, all of them, that are actually preventing you from moving forward. Now, I can be honest, this one can be a bit painful, because for you to actually face who you really are and to be, really honest with yourself about your shortcomings, your limitations, very few people can comfortably do that. But one of the things I can tell you guys is that change is uncomfortable. So it's a must for you to do this, and it's very, very important for you to be honest with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself for me, you're being honest with yourself for you. So it's very important not to be in denial. So list all of them. So if it's for you, if it's laziness, write that down. If it's fear, certain fears, list the exact type of fears that you have. If it's self-doubt, whatever it may be, guys, actually write it down. Write down all the things, the internal mental barriers that are actually preventing you from moving forward. So go ahead and do that right now. Alright, have you done that? Alright, great. So step 5. Step 5, out of everything that you've just listed, what's the one thing that if you actually focused on working on changing and improving that one thing, it will literally take your life from 0 to amazing over the next 12 months. Now, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you which one to really work on, you should know. But basically, what we want to do over the next 12 months is focus on what's the one thing that's holding you back, and really really focus on that one thing to ensure that we help you to break through that mental barrier that's holding you back. So I want to take some time, very important, and do it right now. What one thing could you work on that could take it from 0 to 100 over the next 12 months? So go ahead and do that right now. Alright guys, so that's the end of this week's video. That's steps 3, 4, and 5. Now next week we'll actually close it off with step 6 of the entire 6-step process. So what I want you to do is actually subscribe so that you can actually be notified when I actually release the final video that can help you, to go from 0 to 100 to have your best year ever. Now, another thing I'll say to you is, was this video helpful and useful? If so, what I want you to do is to comment below, let me know, and share with others that you know that they can actually benefit from the information as well. Alright guys, so until next time, come back here next week and we'll give you step 6 of the 6-step process. Alright guys, so until then, take care and all the best. Goodbye.